Now, police said officers responded to Thursday night and found a one-year-old baby girl who was punched repeatedly in the face and head.
A shocking incident has occurred in the Bronx, where a one-year-old girl is in critical but stable condition after being brutally punched multiple times. Police have arrested a 19-year-old man accused of child abuse and endangerment. What we know about this tragic event, coming up right now. According to police, the incident took place on Union Avenue after a 911 call was made. Officers arrived at the scene and found the child with multiple head injuries. She was rushed to the hospital where she remains in critical but stable condition. The investigation is still ongoing and many questions remain unanswered. The suspect, 19-year-old Jerome Thomas, has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of assault and endangering the welfare of a child. However, neighbors tell us that there were frequent arguments in the apartment, though no one could have anticipated
Amanda, a mixture of
frustration
frustration and disappointment. That's what I'm seeing from some people as they come and go from the Sheepshead Bay Muslim Community Center. Now, we didn't go inside that mosque to respect the privacy of those praying, but I'm told one evening some guy just walked in from off the street, stole a worshiper's jacket, and took off.
A shocking theft during prayer at a mosque. Police need your help to identify the thief who stole hundreds of dollars from inside the Sheepshead Bay Mosque. This is News 12. You'd think a place of worship would be the last place for a crime, but that's exactly what happened at the Sheepshead Bay Mosque. A thief brazenly stole a worshiper's jacket while people were praying inside. Police are now searching for the man responsible. Authorities say the suspect entered the mosque on East 28th Street and Borat Avenue last month. He took a jacket that contained a wallet with $700 in cash and 6 credit cards. The thief ran off, but not before his image was captured on security cameras. Here's a look at the suspect. A man wearing a white shirt, green pants, and a dark baseball cap. He also wore a mask, possibly to conceal his identity. It's hard to believe someone would target a place of worship like this, especially during such a sacred time. People inside the mosque say they were appalled by this theft, calling it an unforgivable act in a spiritual
That's right,
space.
and the evidence that you are talking about is questioned hairs that were questioned by nuclear DNA testing. The judge now ruling that that is admissible in a courtroom. A very big decision made today after months of this Fry hearing.
Big decision in the Gilgo Beach serial killer case. Court rules that nuclear DNA evidence can be used in trial. A major legal ruling has just been made in the case of the suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer. After months of hearings, a judge has ruled that nuclear DNA evidence can be used in the trial. This decision could have a huge impact on the case, as it involves evidence found on victims linked to the suspect, Rex Heuermann. The evidence in question is DNA from 9 hairs found on 6 of the victims, potentially linking the suspect Heuermann to the murders of 7 women. This ruling comes after a lengthy Fry hearing which began earlier this year. Heuermann, who has been accused of killing 7 women, now faces a significant challenge with this new evidence being allowed in court. His defense team has already filed a motion, claiming that the DNA testing violates public health laws. However, the judge has decided that the evidence is valid and can be presented during trial. As this case continues, Rex Heuermann's estranged wife, Asa Erup, has also been mentioned in connection with the DNA evidence found on some of the victims. This complex case has many layers, and we will continue to bring you updates as they become available.
We have some new information on a deadly early morning police-involved shooting in Carl Place. One man is dead after police say he waved what appeared to be a shotgun at officers.
Tragic police-involved shooting in Carl Place. One man dead after standoff with officers. A tragic police-involved shooting occurred early this morning in Carl Place, leaving one man dead after a standoff with officers. The incident unfolded just after midnight when police responded to a call about an intoxicated man causing chaos in a home. Police arrived at a home on Rushmore Avenue after receiving a 911 call from a mother who reported that her son was out of control, intoxicated, and refusing to leave. What started as a domestic dispute quickly escalated into a deadly confrontation. When officers first arrived, they spoke with the mother, but it wasn't long before the suspect, 33-year-old James Rosano, picked up what appeared to be a shotgun and pointed it at the officers. Fearing for their safety, one officer pushed the mother out of the way and retreated. 2 additional officers arrived and tried to reason with Rosano, but he refused to comply. The situation took a tragic turn when Rosano went into the basement, walked out the back door, and advanced towards the officers while still waving the gun. As he got within just a few feet of one officer, fearing for his life, the officer took a single shot and struck Rosano in the chest. He was later pronounced dead at NYU Langone Hospital shortly after 1 a.m. After the shooting, police determined that the weapon, which appeared to be real, was actually a BB gun. Despite this, the officers involved followed the proper protocol to ensure public safety. The incident is now under investigation, and all officers involved were wearing body cameras, which captured the entire altercation. The video footage has been turned over to the New York Attorney General's office for review. The officers acted to protect themselves and others. It's a tragic outcome, but we have to evaluate this under the circumstances they were facing. We will continue to follow this case closely and provide updates as the investigation unfolds. Electric scooters. The fast, affordable way to commute in New York City. Looking for a quick and affordable way to get around the city? Electric scooters are becoming an increasingly popular choice for commuters in New York. Tonight, we take a look at how one woman is using her e-scooter to speed up her daily commute. Philomena Aria, a part-time ER nurse, shares how she manages to cut down her commute time significantly by riding an electric scooter. She says it's a game changer for getting to work on time. I leave my house at 6:05 a.m. and I'm clocked in and ready to go by 6:50. It's super fast compared to taking the bus or even walking. Her commute from home to the train station is just a quick 3-minute ride, but the real trick is how she combines the scooter ride with the rest of her journey.
So everything kind of functions fairly well.
Into New York City. After that quick ride, she heads to the subway where she boards her train to Manhattan. But the real magic happens on the scooter ride itself. Philomena explains that it's a far more affordable option compared to driving. Driving into the city would cost me about $100 a day between tolls, parking, and gas. With the scooter, it only costs me $6 each way, plus I just charge it at home. By combining her scooter ride with the train, Philomena can make it to work in under an hour. She's been doing this for 7 years now, and it's not only saving her time, but also money. Philomena says her scooter helps her save money and avoid the hassle of New York City traffic. It's a fast, affordable, and eco-friendly way to travel. More and more New Yorkers are choosing electric scooters to navigate the city, and it's easy to see why. Fast, convenient, and cost-effective.
Each way,
for many, it's the best way to get around.
Charge at home. It's so convenient. I make, I think, 30% more doing the same exact job in New York City.
Surveillance footage shows a man walking calmly into stores, brandishing a gun, and demanding money from the cash register. This bold robber has been hitting delis, laundromats, and bodegas across the Bronx, with police piecing together the details of his crime spree. Police say the suspect's routine was clear. He would walk into the store, pull out a gun, and demand everything from the register, even the change. Over the course of just a few weeks, he successfully made off with more than $5,000 in cash from various businesses. When he walked in, it felt like it was just another day. But then he pulled out a gun and demanded everything, even the quarters. It was surreal, you know? I just handed him whatever he wanted. Though no one was physically harmed during the robberies, the workers are shaken by the constant threat. In one case, the robber even took an entire cash register, including the receipt printer, when he couldn't get all the cash he demanded. Local businesses are now on edge, as crime rates in the area are on the rise. City data reveals a significant uptick in grand thefts compared to last year, and this robbery spree is only adding to the fear. Police are asking for help from the community. If you recognize the man in the footage or have any information about the robberies, authorities urge you to come forward. He is still on the loose, and these crimes continue to take a toll on the Bronx community. Stay tuned for more updates as the investigation into this series of robberies unfolds. Authorities are working tirelessly to bring the suspect to justice.
In 3 separate stores just blocks from each other, and he's not the only one. City data showing a rise in grand theft for this area compared to this same time last year.
Yeah, Kelly, police tell us that 5 people were shot on Allerton Avenue last night, and one of them has now died. Now, after those shots rang out, police tell us that the accused gunman tried to get away and ended up crashing their car just blocks away from the scene of the shooting.
A deadly shooting unfolded last night on Allerton Avenue, leaving 1 man dead and 4 others injured. Police responded to the scene around 7:30 p.m. after shots rang out in the neighborhood. What followed was a chaotic pursuit and the discovery of multiple weapons. According to police, 5 people were shot during the incident. The victims ranged in age from 21 to 27. While 4 of the victims are expected to recover, tragically, one 25-year-old man died after being shot multiple times. Police later recovered 3 firearms at the scene. The shooter, after firing, attempted to flee in a car but crashed just a few blocks away. The 24-year-old man who was with the shooter during the incident is now in critical condition and is being questioned by police. Authorities have multiple people in custody for questioning, and the investigation continues. Police have not yet released details on the suspected shooter but say they are working tirelessly to piece together the sequence of events. We are investigating all leads, and we are committed to bringing justice to the victims and their families. This was a tragic event, and we're doing everything we can to determine exactly what led up to the shooting. The shooting has shaken the local community, and many residents are now left grappling with the aftermath of this violence. Police urge anyone with information to come forward. We will continue to follow this case and bring you the latest developments as they become available. Stay with us for more updates on this tragic shooting.